Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. It is a Sunday and I'm going to be playing the no moving, panning or zooming and no moving games of week number 3 of the hiking season. It's going to be the last video for a while on my channel because I'm not going to be able to take my recording equipment with me whilst I'm moving home. So there's that. But today, let's play these games. Let's start off with the NMPZs first. I'm going to be playing all 5. Currently sitting at 1579 elo. I think it puts us in the top 70 globally and 4th place in the Netherlands. But NMPZ, not my strongest game mode. So we're gonna have to try our best here. Alright, game number 1. Took us a minute to find the game. We're up against Rari CZ, 1.1k rated opponent. Let's wave back to them. I gotta remember it's NMPZ. Not gonna be able to move. And I was thinking this is Malaysia. For some reason I was still kind of confused, but I think it's just somewhere out here. I don't know if that's a tree or a mountain in the background there, but they go Colombia. That's a very nice start. Tarragona was my other thought, but good start. 4,400 damage in the first round. Potential 2-rounder, who knows? Round number 2 looking a bit more difficult, I think. I think it's just Russia, but where? That's the question. Doesn't particularly feel south to me, but at the same time it's also not feeling super east or anything, so I don't really know where to go here. I don't think it's the Ukraine ever. I think it's just Russia, but I don't know where. I was Mongolia. That crossed my mind, but I didn't see the Google car. Very poor round for me there, losing half our health. Very nice guess from them. I didn't see the car there, so that threw me off, but we didn't have an antenna either. This is the Netherlands. I don't know what that means, but probably just somewhere in one of the big cities. Don't know which one. Don't recognize this street. Nieuwegein. Alright, so that first round, perfect. Second round, Mongolia immediately crossed my mind, but I didn't follow up on the thought. Round number 4 now, just looking like Sweden or Finland. Feels a bit more Finnish to me. And it was. That's another good chunk of damage right before the multipliers. 850. They've got less than 700 health left. Let's try to win it here. And of course now we get a more difficult round. Got the black car, feels a bit more northern to me. This architecture. But where do you go here? I think it's west. I don't think it's east. We don't have a blurred antenna. I'm thinking maybe going Kirov. It's a bit of a hedge still for this western part. Let's go Sharia. And I was east. Okay. Kemerovo. Urban Russia. Definitely not my strongest suit. And NMPZ makes it even more difficult. Double damage on South Africa now. Just feels like it's somewhere out here. A very short grass. Great guess there. Is that enough? I don't think so. It is. Okay, very nice guess there to win that game. 6 rounds. Let's scrap that second round. Let's head straight into game number 2. We're up against Sir Plonkala, another 1.1k rated opponent. Let's wave to them as well. Got some signs here at the start. We're in Kyrgyzstan anyway. Ishen, Tirep. I'm not really familiar with anything that says. So I'm just gonna guess out here. Yeah, things, I'm not gonna be able to read the very small things anyway. Playing on quite a small screen. So gotta make the most of the landscape, guessing. We're just south of the lake there, similar guesses from us. Not much in it on round number 1. Round number 2 now looks like Japan. And okay, so we have a northern guy wire there. Could also be a Shikoku guy wire. Doesn't really feel like Shikoku to me though. I do have darker poles as well. I'm probably just going to send it somewhere in Tohoku. I can't really see any plates. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to send it somewhere near Sendai. And we almost get the prefecture there. Nice guess. Couldn't see any plates, but didn't feel particularly south to me. Round number 3 looks like it might be Russia again. Or is it just Poland? I think it might just be Poland. I can't tell if those are holy poles. It could even be Ukraine, which I'm starting to like more now that I look at the round. Because it is kind of hilly. Gonna send somewhere in northern Ukraine. That was Kharkiv. They go Russia, but they're closer. Not too bad though, 400 damage. But of course we want to be the ones dealing damage before the multipliers as well. Number 4, we're in Gen 2. At first I thought Jersey, but I think it's just the UK. It's a safe hedge anyway if it turns out to be Isle of Man or something. And it was Ireland. Okay, very nice guess from them. They're playing very well. Dealing 863 damage there before the multipliers. We've lost 25% of our health. Onto the multipliers now. This is a difficult round. Doesn't strike me as anything outside of Europe. I think this might be the front of the car. So what could it be? We've got like these tree lines that remind me of tree lines you'd see in Poland next to the road, or in Czechia. I think it's a bit too flat and not fitting for Romania. I don't think it's anything Western either, like France. And like I said, I think it's just Europe. I don't really see anything else here. So I'm going to just hedge in Eastern Czechia. And this time it again was Ukraine. Crossed my mind very shortly, but didn't think it actually was the Ukraine. Alright, double damage, round number 6. We are in the UK this time. We've got the white center lines. Not going to think about it too long. Quite interesting that we have a truck there. Kind of a pickup truck. We should just be in the UK. I don't expect this to be... I mean, I think that's a red diamond sign as well. Very nice guess from them again. So their name is very fitting at the moment. Plonking in the right locations. 2.5 times damage now. We're back in Malaysia. And I feel like this could be Terengganu again. I'm gonna send... I do feel like it's northern with these trees and the dryness. Could potentially be Negeri Sembilan. But I'm gonna hedge it north. Don't see this being Borneo. It was Kedah. Okay, so should have been more confident, and we could have dealt a lot of damage extra there. Triple damage now. We're in Iceland. We've got a body of water to the southwest with some more land as well. So I could see us being out here, for example. But that's to the west. Like pretty directly to the west we have land as well. So maybe we're more so there. I'm gonna stay around here. And we're all the way up northeast. Never had a luck there. I think that's a D. Dorschön. Dorscheur. Couldn't see the last letter. 3.5 times multiplier now. And we're in Brazil. Is that a Brazilian pole? My first thought was Mexico, but I think it's a Brazilian pole. So I gotta go north here. Got this northern vegetation. I don't know about the cars in Brazil. I thought there was a map on Plonket or something, but I can't seem to find it anymore. I can't really see the direction of the sun either. Kind of worried with this fence as well. think I gotta just go Brazil. First thought was Mexico, but I've got no idea. It was northern Brazil. That's gonna be enough. Alright, we could have even lost on that round, I think. It was northern Ceará. People that know the car, probably my guess wouldn't have made sense for them. But we're 2 for 2, so very good. Okay, game number 3. Struggling to find this game. But finally we're in... we found an opponent, 1.2k rated Zacher. Round number 1. Where are we starting off? Is this Italy or is it Greece? I mean, the architecture doesn't feel Greek. I mean, it feels more Italian. And with the road, I thought it was Italian as well. And it was just Greece. Okay. Interesting architecture. There you go, Kosovo. Probably as a hedge. I'm sorry, I was distracted on the round and I just had to send because there was a lot of noise in the background. This is Australia, and is this Western Australia? Is this like a weird northern road or something? I think I might try it actually, because it doesn't feel like Southern Australia to me. But it would be a very risky hedge. I don't see this being anything else though. It's not NT. I don't see this being Queensland. Do I send north there or do I go like out here? I mean, this angle does seem to fit quite well. But it could also be something like there. I'm just going to keep it here. Alright, good. We're a bit further down the road, but that's very good damage. 2100. Round number 3. Driving on the right. I think it's a short antenna. Why does it feel like Albania? Do I just go Albania? Is it ever Croatia or something? I can't make out the plate on the car. I could see it being Croatia, but I mean, we're pretty close anyway. I'm just gonna try something like this. It was Albania, was just north. So nice guess from them. The Mongolia guess, or the Mongolia round, still haunting me. It's still in the back of my head. What is this? Is this a white blur? Is it Sri Lanka? I think I gotta trust it. I was looking at the roof and it was like, it's tiled, but it doesn't look like a doesn't look like an Indonesian roof. That's again a very nice guess from our opponent. Let's hope with the multipliers we can do a bit better now. I think we're starting off in India. India round like this is very difficult, so I'm just gonna send somewhere in the middle up north. I don't see any palms. Doesn't feel too southern to me. Where's Maharashtra? Deal a bit of damage, but could have taken a lot of damage there. So at least we don't. Double damage now on round number 6. I think it might be Ghana. Feels a bit more north. Could just be Kumasi. But I'm gonna go between Tamale and Kumasi. I've got a road heading southeast. Could be on that stretch. Could also just be there. So the Kumasi hedge working out for them. 800 damage. Still about 4000 health though. Not too bad. Solid white lines on the outside, so it's probably going to be Finland here. This inner line seems a bit weird, but I think I'm still going to go Finland. It was quite a bit further north. Take a bit more damage, and we're on to 3 times multiplier now. Pretty equal in health. We're on to Thailand. Kind of need to close out this game soon if I don't want to don't want to lose. It's pretty flat. Just going to go somewhere in the middle of the country. Could see it being out east. Water hedge works out for them. So a few good guesses from them and a few hedges working out very well. Alright, on to Canada now. 3.5 times multiplier. I don't know the pole tops. This could be an issue. I could see this being Newfie. I could easily see this being Newfie. But I don't think I can risk it. I think I gotta go like New Brunswick. Can't see any transformers. And I think the back car has a front plate, but I don't think this front car does. What about the soil? I could easily see this being Newfie. But I think I'm just gonna go New Brunswick. If they send Newfie and it's Newfie, then fair enough. Fair play. But they go Alberta. And it was Cape Breton. Okay. Good. We're 3 for 3. We got lucky there. I'd say again, not the strongest performances so far, but we're up against lower rated opponents. So maybe that is working in our favor in the end. 1.2k rated. J Buki. We're starting off in Mexico. I really wish I could see a phone code, but I can't. We've got a hill to our east. Thinking something like Morelia could work. It was Pachuca. Okay, 771 phone code would have been useful. Then again, Mexico City hedge, so it wasn't going to be a lot of damage. Round number 2, we've got white center lines, orange even, like a black roof, and it feels a bit more southern to me. I'm thinking maybe Shigoku, although I could see it being north. I'm gonna go north of Osaka. It was Shigoku, it was Tottori. 400 damage though, I'll take it. Round number 3, very dark soil, probably Ghana again. Oh, never mind. Wow, this is Australia. 2022 copyright, but I don't know that. I don't learn copyright. This is very dark soil, but we're in Gen 4. And I think the only thing it could be with these kind of, like with this lushness, these trees is Australia. And I think those are mountains as well. So I probably gotta go out here. This could be a very bad guess, but I don't have anything else. So if they manage to somehow score very well. That's annoying because we had Darwin grass. And I was highlighting over it with my mouse, but I thought we had mountains there. So I could have... Okay, at least now I know. I thought maybe it was just some random cairns around. But now we know. Okay, we've got these rocks along the road. We've got long dashes as well. Good thing I saw those, because otherwise I was in Canada. All the way up near Trondheim. So before the multipliers we've dealt 2300 damage. Pretty decent. Let's get some good rounds now. Starting off in Kenya. Big mountain ridge to the northwest there. Gonna send it north of Mount Kenya. We're on the C93. Of course, a lot of coverage now in Kenya. A lot of coverage that I haven't checked or seen. So it's a pretty difficult country for me. It's just going to be Cambodia. Right on the border with Thailand there. The 2.5 times multiplier now. And I think we're in... Ooh, is it Curacao? is Curacao. It says rotonde there, which means roundabout. We've also kind of got the blur. And the road lines and everything felt a bit weird. There was this orange border and that yellow border that was throwing me off because I don't see that ever being like the Netherlands or Dutch territory. We have it sometimes, but not very frequently. They get that it was Curacao as well, and we're on to triple damage now. I think I just gotta go Finland here. And they go Canada. So that's 4 for 4. GG's to them. Seems like we're kind of winning every NMPZ game up till now on round 8 or round 9. We're up against J Buki again. So hopefully we can go 5 out of 5 on the NMPZ games. That would be amazing. We're starting off in Ghana. Driving right, yellow plates. It's hilly. I've got some palms. It's busy. It's probably just Kumasi. It wasn't. Akropong. On to round number 2. Interesting road and fence there as well. I think it's just Formosa. Let's see if the road lines up. We're pretty... I think we could be on a road like this. Could see it being Chaco as well. Let's try this angle. Wow, and it was Southern La Rioja. So we take 1,000 damage there. I don't know what made me go that far north. I think it was the just the sheer amount of bushes we had everywhere. But clearly that was wrong. We've got red car here. We've got kind of dark soil. So that would put us where? It was south of Surgut. We're just still north of the river. Vata. That's good damage. 3,000 damage. Knowing the Surgut soil and the car. Votkinsk and Osa is what we need to find. Perm is to the east. So Tchaikovsk. There's Votinsk. Osa is there. Chernushka. So how is Osa 143 to the east? But Tchaikovsky and Chernushka is what I need to find. There's Chernushka. So we're probably somewhere out here. Just gonna guess on that intersection. It's probably not a 5k. Could be. I think they might be very close as well because it does say Perm. One of the more knowable cities in Russia. We're a few intersections over, but they were close as well. So nothing in that round. But we're on to the multipliers again. At least we've got them down pretty far. Back in Kenya. What a beautiful round. Interesting vegetation. Almost makes me want to go closer to the coast, but we also have this pretty rocky mountain range to our south. Don't really see that. Could be out here. Don't think the road really lines up. So I'm just going to hedge. I was going to say I'm going to hedge a bit closer to Kitui, but we're all the way on the western border with Uganda. Interesting. But good to remember. Double damage in Brazil. We've got round poles. This is a difficult round. We've got round poles, but at the same time, this doesn't feel that southern to me. Might have to hedge northern Sao Paulo then. Maybe even Minas Gerais. Alright, double damage. Amapa. Amapa. I love that they took the risk of going Acre. I hate the fact that we couldn't see the blur at the front of the car. 2.5 times damage in India. I can't see any language, but we do have these coconut palms. I hope it's not a repeat and that's why they're laughing. They're crying now. I'm gonna send south. I really hope this isn't north. That is insane. It was West Bengal. And we're too far away to win the game. 345 health left. We're back in Brazil. Piranha Pine, surely. Is it a Piranha Pine? I think I gotta trust it. Imagine I send Piranha and it's just somewhere north now and they win. Okay, we're all the way in RGDS. It's gonna be quite a bit of damage for them. Come on, small countries. I need a small country. I think it's Guatemala. I think it's Guatemala. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of got a white center line. It's the only thing that's really making sense to me. And it was. Alright, GG's to them. Where were we actually? A white road there. Okay, we win all 5 NMPZ games. That's a first. A first for me. We're almost back up to 1600 ELO. Currently sitting 64th. Let's head straight into the no move game, shall we? We can actually win 23 out of 25 games, so that would be very, very nice. Here we go. Game number 1. 1.1k rated opponent again. So we haven't faced anyone above 1.2k rated. And it's actually crazy that this... I'm fighting this no moving round more difficult than all of the NMPZ rounds up till now. Are we in Spain? That almost looks like a concrete pole. But that looks like it could be a no hunting sign, just pointing the other way. Does it make sense? Don't have an antenna. I think you get that in Spain. Could see that being Spain. The only other thing that I'm thinking of is like Romania. But I feel like it's a bit too much long grass and it feels a bit too warm. We were in the US. Great start. Oklahoma. Interesting. The road probably did feel more like US with all the filling in that was going on there. I think this is actually Monty and not Slovenia, but I might just have to send Slovenia anyway. Right, the no moving game is not starting off quite as well as the NMPZ games. I'm gonna send Slovenia because we've got these fences. We've got that rock wall. They go Austria. But the difference between Austria and Slovenia is quite a bit different quite a bit less significant than the difference between Spain and the US. We're in Ghana. Or just in Kumasi. That might end in Ra, but I don't think it says Accra. It was Kumasi, and they go Accra. 500 damage. I'll take anything I can at this point, because we've taken quite a bit too much damage ourselves. Round number 4, just before the multis. Back in Kenya, we've got the tape. But where is this then? We've got some mountains to the northwest. If you've seen this road before, then you probably know where it is. I could see it. I mean, that's too urban. feel like I would see... I don't know. Got no idea where this is. Just keep it somewhere near Nairobi, but it's very far north. Completely makes sense with the landscape. I just didn't consider it with the tape. But I think tape goes all the way up to Mars a bit. 1.5 times damage now. Is that a New Jersey plate? What a weird round. Because this does not feel like New Jersey. We've got a New Jersey plate. This is going to turn out to be West Coast, isn't it? Like Lake Tahoe area. I gotta trust the plate though. Gotta trust the plate. Wow. Chattahoochee. Take 500 damage there. It didn't look anything like the northeast of the US. But that's crazy nonetheless. Can't read those place names. We've got a big blur here. Just feels like the middle of the country, to be honest. Is that a good hedge? It's pretty decent. But it could be further north. Could see it being Buenos Aires. It was Corrientes. They could have very, very good guess. They almost win the game there. Right, so we're really struggling in this first game. And it could already be over in round number 7. If they manage to out hedge us here. Or if I even manage to get the country wrong. Which I might. I thought Sweden at first. But how often do you see coverage like this in Sweden? Think, is this Finland? Could be Finland. I thought Sweden first, but I think I might have to switch to Finland. And that could mean that it's already game. It was Norway even, okay. We both get it really wrong. Triple damage onto New Zealand, I think. It is New Zealand. Poulton. It's Australia, actually. I've got wooden poles. I'm thinking it's New South Wales. That could be a Vic pull. This is bad. This is probably game. I think it is game. Well, we lose game number 1. Damn, that's tough. I played really bad in that game. I played really badly. 30 elo gone, just like that. But this is more fun. Made potato, 1.5k rated opponent. Let's get back into it. Let's actually try to perform well this time. We lost the majority of our health last game on the Spain-USA toss-up, even though it wasn't really a toss-up. It was just a mistake from my end. But here we go. Got Puerto Rico. Figando? What does it say? don't know if that's a T or an F. Doesn't matter anyway. Send it there. Nice find. Fallardo. Alright, round number 3. Potentially Mexico. It's Guatemala. Made potato. I don't actually know what he's, what countries he's really good at. I guess we're gonna find out really soon. Number 4 is another Puerto Rico, I think. I think this was either up there or like down here. Let's try that one. I don't know where it was exactly. You have a lot of these bridge locks in Puerto Rico. Yeah, he found it. Apparently he's really good at Puerto Rico. That's what I'm learning from the first 4 rounds. So let's hope we don't get any 10x multipliers there. 1.5 times damage now. We're in Mexico. Cool mountains. Quite the lake to the north as well. Let's take a look at the plates real quickly. If I can get anything from them. Doesn't seem so. So we've got a lake to our north and we've got pretty interesting mountains. This could actually be pretty close to the US border as well. But I've got no clue what I'm looking for. It does feel northern. They might have found it. I just gotta hedge somewhere out here. I could see it being up north. I've got no idea. Bro, I'm in the wrong country. What am I doing? Why did I think that was Mexico? Okay, fully blinded, fully blinded. Throwing against made potato, but maybe we can come back. Maybe we get a Russia that we know. How was there not a single second in the round that I looked and thought this could be the US? Anyways, everyone makes mistakes sometimes. Or no, Uruguay. I thought it was Argentina at first, but then we had the thick signpost. Okay, so I completely throw against made potato. Happens, doesn't matter. We move on. Minus 18, that is very cruel. We move on. We don't look back at that game. Get the country wrong twice in a row, or twice, separated by 1 round pretty badly. But that doesn't matter. Couldn't care less at this point. We're back in Bolivia, I think. That's the beauty of this game. Sometimes you play very well and sometimes you just throw the easiest rounds. Sad not to be able to put in a better shift against made potato. But that might come another time. Alright, we're in South Australia with the Stobie poles. Just gonna try to line something up real quickly. It was up north. Okay, Hawker. Row number 3, Israel. We've got the yellow outer lines. Typical signs. Netivot. Is where again? I don't remember where that is. There it is. 18. And we're on the 764 or something. 264 maybe. I think that fits. On the wrong stretch. In the general area. Cool looking round number 4 now. Very cool looking. Is it just Italy? I think it is. Let's go out here. Beautiful round. Very nice guess from them. Take a bit of damage before the multipliers. But into the US we go. Those are Vermont plates. Can't read the place in there. Oh, there we go. Fortunate that that sign is there, actually. I think we're just in here. Maybe they wouldn't have known it was Vermont if it didn't say Vermont like that. Maybe they still would have with the green plates. I think we're there. We've got the 5 and the 91, but it kind of runs along the entire border. Could be further south. Good find by them. I found the 142 and the 119. Double damage now. I think we're in Bulgaria. Opan. Could I find that? Too small. Too small. Okay, quickly on to round number 7. 2.5 times multiplier. We're going to be in South Africa here. Vosburg. That's 2 words. Can't read it though. Gotta try to figure out what it says though. Looks like it might end on an S or maybe ST. And it looks like that may be broken up as well. That might say Craddock, maybe. I don't know. Gonna send down here. Can't read it. And that place is not going to be big enough, probably. Yeah, probably did say Victoria West. Very nice find by them. But looking at the reaction, it might have just been a plonk in the middle of the country. Triple damage now, though. In the Netherlands, Waalstrand. I actually don't even know where the Waal completely runs. That's the Maas. This is the Waal. Does it run out here as well? Because then I mean, it could just be a beach along the Waal, and it was all the way out east. Onto the big multipliers now, and I really gotta start winning these games. We're in Russia. Vimoch. Or Vimos. Difficult round. Antenna maybe tilted? I think it might be. It kind of felt Baltic as well. But that antenna is definitely tilted. I'm gonna send it. Could be completely wrong. Moscow hedge is probably gonna win them the game here. We'll find out soon enough. I don't know. I haven't really been able to do anything these games, but we were in Priozersk and we actually win the game there. So it was tilted antenna. Finally, we get a win in the no moving games. Should be games that I should be winning, all of them, but we're on 6 wins, 2 losses, and we're down 27 elo or so. So that is not too great. This is probably Hammamet. Nabil, with how dry it is. And we have the green follow car. We're up against the same opponent, by the way. Hopefully we can win this game a bit easier, a bit quicker. To Nigeria we go. Pretty bad cam. Cool rock formations though. It's definitely something you probably only get somewhere in the middle of the country. Not really sure. Gonna hedge it somewhere in the middle. Right outside Ado Ekiti. Back to Japan we go. Still haven't had a Japan round where I could actually see a plate or anything. This looks pretty cool though. Not sure. Middle hedge. Wow. I forgot that they are Japanese, but they could probably read the sign on the pole there. I think it might have had a place name or something. Very, very nice guess from them. Interesting tuk-tuk there. We've got a lot of coconut palms. We've got water and more land to the east. Gonna try something like this. Feels like this area. It was all the way down south near General Santos. Unfortunate not to have the car there. But they would probably also have known that. Onto multipliers we go. We're starting off in Andorra, I presume. Snow poles, Spanish language. And it wasn't Andorra. It was Los Picos, just the other side. The side I haven't been to. Skill issue again. Double damage to the US we go. Or it's actually Canada. No front plates. French. So we're going to be in Quebec. Can we figure out the city? It's kind of hilly. No idea. Probably hedge in the middle. Trois-Rivières. I've got the white car. White car is the dominant Gen 4 car in Quebec, by far. They get a very nice guess. Often is this side of the river. But they're playing very well. They're playing very well. 2.5 times damage now. Single yellow road line in the middle. It's going to be Peru. Kind of got these dry sandy mountains. Striking me more so as a bit south, but probably going to be wrong. Right outside Moquegua there. Very nice guess from them. Triple damage. Piet licenseerd. They're here. Let's hope they don't know. Could be a very, very good round for us. Let's hope they send out west. They send out San Liorfa. So it's going to be good damage, but very good guess regarding the size of the country there. 3.5 times damage. Looks like it's going to be Denmark. A slightly rolling landscape like this is pretty difficult. And that is going to be enough. All the way up north. Again, multipliers coming in clutch for us. 3 times and 3.5 times multiplier. It's just the first loss was pretty bad for my part. Final game. 1.3k radio opponent Larish. Starting off in Australia. Is this Tasmania? Doesn't look olive green, but I can't figure out what else this would be. Could be mainland Vic, but we were pretty close. Very nice guess from them as well. I guessed almost right into a national park. They're Australian as well. Okay, interesting round. Black car, it's tilted left, kind of. Feels pretty far west as well. I'm just gonna hedge in Bryansk. Could see it being like Smolensk as well. Vladimir even. 6 points. Both very far away. Round number 3, maybe the first Senegal of the day. I think this might be south of the Gambia. Let's see. I'm gonna hedge it. Looks south of the Gambia to me. And we're out there. Missed it. I completely missed it. Or I zoomed into Bignona. Alright, round number 4. We're going to be in Nigeria. I think it's just Lagos. It says Lagos right there. If you've seen Lagos enough times, it's pretty... You can recognize it pretty quickly. It says Lagos there as well. Alright, so before the multipliers, not a lot of damage dealt. I've got to do some work here now. We're in the US. Very few clues. That looks like a front plate. So does that. but it feels pretty generic. This might be a state-specific sign, but I don't really know those. So what could it be? Virginia? Maybe. I find it very hard to... Like, this doesn't feel like the middle of the US to me. Could see it being eastern Arkansas or something. I don't know. I'm just going to stick it out here in Virginia. It was just the middle of Virginia. The state I used to live in, but nowhere near there. Very little damage. Double damage now. Long dash on the outside of the road. We've got nice mountains here to the south. That's interesting. Unless we're out here, maybe. Because this vegetation doesn't feel southern. So I think we're probably up on those islands somewhere. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna try that. Could be out here as well. Okay. Nice guess. Fjordtoft. Pretty decent damage. On to 2.5 times the multiplier now. And it's just Faroe Island. Not gonna try to 5k on the Faroe Islands. Especially as that was gonna be very difficult. Okay, back on triple multiplier. The multiplier where we love to win our games. Somewhere in Colombia, black car, short antenna. Yellow license plates as well. Got some palms. Hills to the south. Feels a bit further north. Not really any... Oh, it says Bucaramanga. Doesn't really fit the landscape. But it could be anywhere. They missed it. Okay. Cimitarra. Good damage, 1500. In Santander. Alright, 3.5 times damage now. Lithuania. Hungary. Never mind. Yeah, not really any info that's useful. Very close to the Croatian border there. Very little damage. 4 times multiplier now. Let's see. We haven't had an Indonesia today. And I think this is Bangladesh. Sure. Northwest. Would have loved some text. Maybe you could have read Bugura on one of the signs. Now this is more interesting. 4.5 times multiplier. I think we're in Ukraine. Unless it's actually Russia. It is Russia. Okay. Black car, long antenna. That just says character. Looks like he's on the left of the car. Interesting pole marking. Got some hills as well. Feel like I gotta go out here. I'd pray. Could see it being south though. This could be south. Red brick. Difficult round. I could see it being further south, but I've got nothing to really go off of. And it was much further south, but that will be enough. Or was it actually Krasnodar still? Eastern Krasnodar. Okay, we're down 19 elo, but still 5 NMPZ wins, 3 no moving wins. That's pretty decent. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Like I said at the start, it's going to be the last one for quite a while. I really hope I can be back soon. Until then, take care, keep playing GeoGuessr, and goodbye.